Hey there, YouTube. Let's go through your comments. First impressions of the Atlas Titan. The first impressions were positive, of course. Let's go through it. All right, first, Atlas waiting list just went from 9 months to 18. Thanks, Ben. Yeah, I've heard there's a bit of a wait on these. Um, I think it's you know, takes a while if you want something made properly, I guess, but it's a little disappointing that you have to wait so long. All right, next one. Wow, this was actually a way stronger endorsement of the gun performance than I expected. Best scores ever after a layoff is super impressive. Well, let me give you some color on that. All right, so this is not my XC, but this is an XC. Previously, I would say like, hey, I've shot my best scores with an XC. Now, like, it's not a super dramatic difference if you watch the drill supercuts. Like, but definitely I can shoot this better than other guns a little bit. Um, Now this gun is like I like the gun. The gun is good, but the way that it reciprocates, like with the comp, it's like a little bit weird. Really, how little input you put into the gun to return it. Um, the non-comp Titan, it's just to me, it's not that it's softer. It's that it's like it returns right back to center where I want, and I don't have to be conscious of not putting in input. So it's easier for me to shoot. Now, if I always shot a comped gun, maybe I would have a different opinion. Maybe. But um, that was definitely, it's just more suited to kind of my skill set. There's one thing. The other thing is the safety on the gun. I don't have to be conscious of it at all. After last year's kind of train up on 2011s and overcoming overcoming is a strong word, but the safety on this is it's fine. It just took training to make sure that I'm always disengaging and all that, and I have to be conscious of it a little bit. And then switching to the Titan, it's like, okay, I don't have to worry about that shit. It's just like the safety's at a different angle. It's a big paddle. I'm not going to miss it. So those two factors are pretty important, I would say. Like the trigger on the Atlas is better, but do I really notice that when I'm shooting it? Not really. All right. Damn it, Stagger just pushed me over the edge to buy a Titan, something I've been considering for a long time. Found one in stock for a reasonable price. Oof, unplanned expense, but I'm going to retire soon. Better now while I have a paycheck. Yeah, I mean, the gun is hella money. It's a lot of money. Uh, but to me, it's not. It's not like the gun is. It's not like crazy interesting or unconventional. It's like going into a restaurant, like a nice restaurant, and you order an expensive steak, and it comes like exactly the way you ordered it. It's not that they're doing anything wild or they're just building the thing properly. And that's kind of how I feel about this thing. Like looking it over, it's fitted well. It's very consistent. After shooting a few different examples of them, they all like again they're very consistently made. It's just like they take the time and attention to it, and it's not that the gun is crazy interesting. There's a few interesting things about it, but at the heart, it's just a 2011 that's sort of like built properly, if you think about it. All right, looking forward to seeing the rest of the journey with the Atlas. Yeah, I mean, I have my own coming. Um, I'm probably going to I have a Titan coming. I'm probably going to order an Athena as well, just because I was told to do that, so I probably will do that. All right, Ben's endorsement means the gun definitely does not suck. Always like the no BS reviews. Yeah, I mean, again, like for the money and for what you're buying, it would be not good if the gun sucked, it would be like, oh, like that's not good. Like the quality should be there for what you're getting. It really should be because you're paying for it, right? All right, Dan, I'm not used to seeing Ben give such a positive impression like this. Usually he grunts and mumbles and slouches his way through these videos, and any praise he gives is giving begrudgingly with a lot of caveats. I don't know if I'm that much of a hater, but it's like, I mean, the big knock on this gun, like if you want to knock it, it's the price, it's the wait time, right? It's not like the gun itself. You'd be like, yeah, it's fine. It's like it's what I want. It's a 2011. It's the way I want it. You can like reconfigure the grips and all this shit. It's that's what it is. It's like the problem is the other stuff. It's the wait time and the price is what people are going to complain about. All right. Ben, get the Hayes gun next. Hayes makes a great gun. I've shot a couple of Hayes guns. I mean, they seem super nice, like shooting them a little bit, but I didn't really like get into it too hard. All right, that's going to be the best welcome home ever. Yeah, so when I get home, I've got some guns waiting for me. I've got a few. Um, the HD has arrived, so I'll be interested to shoot that. All right. It's not the same Ben video without the dodgy audio quality. That said, the mic is a great addition, Ben. Thanks. Oh no, I have a whole new travel setup. I've got a very Gucci laptop, like a nice camera. This mic, like a portable stand. It all has to fit into a special bag so I can carry it around with me. Like the laptop is so big, it won't fit into a laptop bag. I haven't found a laptop bag that'll fit. It actually is a camping bag. But, it's pretty cool. I'm happy with it. All right. Your experience mirrors mine with the Athena. The only down issue I found is you can stick the magazine if you don't get the mag rotated enough before trying to insert it into the mag wall. I'm sure if you play with rotation while reloading, you'll see what I mean. Nothing that can't be avoided with proper technique. For a gun you can walk in and buy off the shelf, they're shockingly good. Yeah, so I have noticed that. I don't like the way that the mag well is. Like there's a hard edge on there. And yeah, I know what you mean. If I did manage to do it a couple of times where it's like, if you don't hit the right angle, it's more like if you hit the wrong angle just the right way, you're going to have a hard time getting the magazine in there. I mean, that's the way it is with most guns. On a gun like this, I don't like that. I mean, I'm probably the Atlas, you Atlas fanboys will go insane if I get mine and then I'm like, ooh, I feel like this should be like not a hard edge in here and it should be blended better. And I take a file to the inside of this bitch. You guys will go crazy. That would be fun. All right, the first Atlas I felt like 10 years ago had the same issue with the safety on the base of my thumb. They need to fix that shit. Well, I mean, it depends on your hand size. I would say for me, just the way that my thumb fits on this thing, it's like it eats into me a little bit. And with some like cloth tape on there, it's better. It's a fitment thing, I would say. It's not like necessarily a problem. Like it's not like the gun is wrong. It's just like it doesn't fit me exactly right. Yeah, maybe I'd want to take some maybe I want to take some material off there. It's like I can feel you guys cringing. Some of you are like, no, don't do it. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do it. All right, I own an Ares and Erebus. I'm not a shooter like Ben. I'm glad to hear what he says. Makes me feel better dropping that money. Yeah, I mean, again, it's like the problem with the gun is the money. You're just like, ooh, is it good? I mean, like, yeah, I think like, yeah, look at it as well built. It's put together properly. It's the steak the way that I ordered it, cooked perfectly. Like that's what you're paying for. It's not that it's something wild. All right. Started with a Prodigy and I want to get an Athena, though I would never carry it due to its price. I mean, yeah, that makes sense to me. Carrying it seems like, if you end up using it and it gets taken away, like that might make you a bit sad. All right, the super aggressive Atlas grip is my favorite part of my Atlas. I'd put that grip on everything, even if my rifles, if I could. Yeah, so this grip that you guys say is like, oh, it's like, some of you like this. Like, to me, shooting it all day long, like, I couldn't make the day with it. I switched to a Shadow Systems Glock. Well, probably talk about that in a separate video, but I couldn't shoot the whole day with it. Like my hands were hamburger by the end of it, and it was distracting. And it's like if you're shooting it more casually, or if I don't know, you're not a pussy like me with soft hands. I'd like to moisturize. You got to moisturize, but if you have man hands, maybe this grip is fine. But for me, it's not working. All right, next one. Surprised to hear a high dollar gun meets expectations. Well, I guess it depends what you're buying, right? To me, most high dollar guns meet my expectations, but I guess my expectations are probably different. Like I'm not expecting this to be like a world different. It's just a well-built thing that is the thing it's supposed to be. And a way to say it is like the gun's not really in my way, right? There's not much I would really change about it. It's just like a little bit of fitment here. The grip's too aggressive. Maybe blend this a little different. The mag well, blah, blah, blah. Not much to change. It's very good the way it is. All right. The HD apparently has the same issue with the pinching of the hand. I'll take the grip safety if it's tuned properly. Maybe like 25 to 50% engagement to disengage. Otherwise, it seems you give these high praise, which is super cool. I mean, I guess I don't understand. I mean, there's not much point to the grip safety. I agree if it's well tuned. Like, I've never had a problem on my XC with the grip safety. It's like, in my head, like, I think it's dumb that it's there. It's like, it's not really necessary, but like, it doesn't bother me. So I don't really give a shit. It's fine. Um, okay. I'm thinking the new Staccato HDs won't hold a light to it if the Atlas is coming along the strong. No, I don't think the Staccato HD is not meant to be like a competition pistol. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I've shot one. I didn't. It doesn't shoot like the Atlas, but it's a very different sort of product. All right, I've got 3 Atlas pistols. I was really curious your thoughts were going to be on them. They kind of ruined any other pistol for me. I mean, yeah, like, I mean, if you want like a gun like this brand is like, what else would you buy that would compete with it? Maybe the Infinity, I guess, but those are more, I don't know, like kind of gay looking. Like they do a lot of, like they make it really ornate. Like this doesn't do. I mean, I don't care about that shit. So this would be more like my type of thing. All right. All this travel has been as an international man of mystery. Well, it'd be cool watching you shred with the Atlas. These big money guns are unobtainium in my world. Yeah. To me, it would be more interesting to see you with a plain Jane CZ75, a P10, a LTT Beretta. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I shoot a lot of different guns. I like those guns. I like shooting that different kind of stuff. All right. I'm curious what your thoughts are on the RMR HD. Like, that's kind of a good question. So, the HD to me, it's fine. Like it's fine. It's like, whatever. Now, how do I arrive at that? Well, it's like the mid-size window. It's not like super big. Like the SRO is a bit taller, which I like, for example. But I would say it's a mid-size window. If the window gets a lot smaller than this, it starts to be annoying. If the window is bigger, like the SRO or 507 comp or something like that, if it's if it's if it's bigger, that's extra. Like I prefer that. It gives me a little more margin for error on my index. But like this is fine. It's also in my experience watching these that I've seen come through classes or people I shoot with that have them, that kind of thing. They're bomb proof. They don't really break. The reason I'm ambivalent about it is it's like it's got a bunch of features that I don't like, the night vision stuff or the auto dimming, whatever. Like they say this is better for night vision. They say the reticle options are good. Blah blah blah. Like that kind of stuff. Like I don't use those features. Like I don't care about that. So this optic, I think, what does it retail for? Like, let me pull this thing up. Where is it? Where is my? Let's find out what it is. HD. Official Optics Planet. Okay, what can I get this hoe off Optics Planet for? Let's find out, because I think it's a lot. I think it's hella money. I mean, RMR HD, $774. It's like why? Yeah, so they have a 1 MOA and a 3.25 MOA. Yeah, it's like it's a bunch of money for the thing. And in my head, I would be getting features that I don't really care about. So to me, this is optic that's like not really on my radar, because it doesn't, like the features that you're paying for, like I don't care about them. But that having been said, I like the optic. Like it does what it's meant to do. It's like big adjustment buttons on it. It seems to hold up pretty well and all of that kind of thing. It's just it 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 doesn't fit my use case at all. It doesn't make any sense for me. Um, but if those other features are what you care about, like the auto dimming, that kind of stuff, yeah, like if that's what you want, like I would look at it. I don't know if that stuff works. I hear that it kind of does. Okay, let's carry on. Where did I go here? All right, what spring did you put in the Titan that you liked? I don't remember. I think it was an 11-pound spring. Now, I should caveat this. I'm shooting really hot ammo. Like hotter than like the commercial ammo you'd get in the US. Like I would say it's like hotter than most duty ammo. It's hotter and faster. So that would like I'm not saying you should just mimic what I'm doing. Probably if I'm shooting like blazer brass or something back at home, my spring preference is going to be different. It's about balancing it like to the way you like the gun reciprocating and you feel like it returns well and it reciprocates the way you want. That's what it is. It's like a preference thing. It's not like there's a right or wrong sort of impulse. Like some people like it a little bit different. All right, I still want a 226 Legion review. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have a 226. My 226 is waiting for me in Arizona. I want to shoot it more. It's just, I've been gone. I've been doing the things. All right, everybody, and I mean everybody has issues with the Atlas 2011s digging into their thumb webbing. They're beautiful, but nope, I ain't paying that much to get cut up by my gun. Yeah, okay. That's fair enough. If you don't, like, hey, that's where it goes. Wow, okay. Wow, this is a way stronger endorsement of the gun performance than I expected. Best scores ever after a layoff is super impressive. Uh, yeah, like I said, this gun is just, it's not like the XC I find a little bit weird. I mean, it takes training to make sure I'm not pushing down on the gun. This gun is just, it's more conventional. Um, so to me, it's like, it's very natural to shoot it. I don't know if with a lot of training, if it'd be different with the XC, maybe not. Or maybe like if I bought a comped gun from Atlas or some other vendor where it's like integrated better as part of the package, um, maybe the comp I would get more of an advantage out of it. All right. Your experience mirrors mine with my Athena. Only down issue I found is you can. Oh, yeah. I already read that. All right. Go shoot the Erebus. I would love to hear your opinion before I drop the AK. I think there's one around. I can try one. Um, yeah. Okay. Damn, I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are so surprised about. You just expect me to think every gun is awful or something. Anyway, I hope that answers your questions. You know, we'll keep it going. Yeah, I don't see any other. The real question is the increase in performance versus the increase in cost over the staccato justified? Well, like justified to who? Like who do we justify this to? In this area, is there a point of diminishing returns for price versus performance? Yeah, what are you talking about? You're buying an insanely expensive pistol, man. Like it's how do you can't justify it. Like I don't know why you feel the need to justify it, but it's like yeah, I mean, I'm going to shoot I don't know, 90% is good with a Glock. Maybe 92% is good. Maybe 89% is good. I don't know, but it's not going to be that wild of a difference. So if you try to justify it in that way, again, I don't know who you justify this stuff to. It's like no, it's not. It doesn't make any sense. Uh, yeah, I think we got the good questions. Anyway, we'll keep it going. I've got, like I said, a Shadow Systems Glock I've been shooting. I'll talk about that as well as some other. I've got some other toys to play with, and I'll bring them on the channel and talk about them as well. It's very, very exciting times, folks.